Good evening and welcome back to the Fate of Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live stream campaign. My name is Monty Martin, running our game as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer, and we are joined today by our good friends.
Gildonitis playing Veosenia, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger Rogue.
And Joe O'Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the Human Battlemaster.
Thank you for joining us once again. If you're just tuning in for the very first time, welcome. We are the Dungeon Dudes, and Kelly and I post new videos every other Tuesday and every Thursday on our YouTube channel, where we cover everything D&D, including advice for players and guides for GMs. Be sure to check us out at youtube.com/dungeondudes.
You can also join us on Tuesday nights when we record the campaign live on Twitch. You can check us out from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube and check us out as an audio-only podcast available at all your favorite podcasting platforms.
With that, let us return to Drakkenheim.
Drakkenheim is no more. The devastation which fell upon that accursed place left a kingdom in ruin. Now, horrors lurking in the haze grow ever more great and terrible, while simmering tensions between rival factions boil over into outright war. The power of monarchs, mages, and priests hangs in the balance. 6 unlikely heroes join forces to confront the coming chaos. They shall decide, once and for all, the fate of Drakkenheim.
Welcome back to Drakkenheim. When last we left our heroes, Veo, Sebastian, and Paluto had finished meeting once again with Lucretia Matthias, where they had attempted to broker some sort of deal or understanding to get the High Flamekeeper's phylactery back from her so they can use it to bring together the High Council of Westamar. However, she agreed to give up the phylactery only on the condition that our heroes give to her one of the other two of the other relics of Saint Vitruvio, one of which could be the blade Ignatius, carried by Pluto Jackson. Knowing that one of the other relics of Saint Vitruvio, the scepter of Saint Vitruvio, has fallen into the hands of the Queen of Thieves, and the other lies in Castle Drakken, the shield of Saint Vitruvio, our heroes have resolved to recover the shield first, and then decide whether they will turn over Ignatius or try to find what happened to the Queen of Thieves and the scepter of Saint Vitruvio. Thus, they are now in the palace of Castle Drakken, the great keep that has been the site of many battles over the past weeks and months, once again having flown over the castle walls and into the Steward's Tower, a place Veo herself is very familiar with. The castle itself, the mighty fortress, is much calmer than it once was, now that the steward, Johann Eisner, is able to use his focus to stay the defenders of the castle. Formerly, if you had flown over Castle Drakken, you might have been attacked by a group of bronze dragons and other defenders, but those defenders, the ancient gargoyles and draconic statues that watch over the parapets and high walls of the castle, remain in slumber, not pacified, though not under the control of the steward. While the defenses have been pacified, this has still allowed Johann Eisner to keep the castle largely sealed off through his control of the magical forces that are now here. Speaking to an apparition of Johann Eisner in his offices, the three of you learned that the Shield of Saint Vitruvio is indeed in the royal penthouse of Ulrich IV. A part of the castle that has been sealed off magically by Johann Eisner due to a demonic presence that has long lingered there. Thus, it now falls to you to rid that demonic presence or deal with it and recover the shield of Saint Vitruvio?
What do you guys think? We're going into demon territory here. From the description,
Your thing.
I mean, it is my thing, and I think that we're going to have no problem dealing with this demon. What I'm
Actually,
concerned
it's kind of
about...
my thing, too.
How do you even deal with a demon?
Demons!
How do you deal with demons?
Plural. Oh,
Demons, plural, by the way.
Is it
just
like,
to let you guys know.
Trolls, you do fire? Is this like the opposite? You do...
Well, I happen to know a thing or two about demons, and what I know is...
long blank, long pause. Really long pause.
Um,
Abnormally long pause.
Like, remember
if
you summoned a demon the first time it was accident, right?
yes, so therefore, I mean, if I can accidentally summon a demon, I'm sure I can purposefully unsummon demons, right?
No, because if you could have done that, you would have saved your friend.
That's a low blow, Pluto.
Pluto.
Yeah, that just felt really matter of fact, but I realized how much that might have hurt you, so I do apologize.
Pluto, I thought we were friends. you don't just... Wow.
Listen, Pluto, can you just have a snack?
I think I just need to take.
You're a bit hangry right now.
I need to take a minute. Yeah, that's fair. And I'm Pluto just kind of walks off and he kind of braces himself against the wall and just sort of like hangs his head a minute and takes a deep breath, realizing how out of line he was.
Sebastian goes and puts his hand on Pluto's shoulder and he goes, "Why don't you just stab some Silver Order Knights about it, Pluto?"
I just might. If only there was more of them. They could probably help us deal with these.
You know what? This is what the
Pluto...
demons want. It's probably their energy making us fight but we can't, guys. You've got to stay strong against the demon energy.
Yeah, Vale, I was possessed.
And I shove a snack in both of their faces. I'm like, get the grumps out. Get that hangry out of here.
Sorry. No.
You know, this would probably be easier if we had 100 more Caspian Knights to help us out, but don't know what happened to them.
Most of them.
And I take squires,
a bite of my eat that.
And carpenters and blacksmiths.
You brought carpenters and blacksmiths to Drakken? What?
We were trying to build our future. I did not know that they would be eaten alive by rats.
Okay.
Wait.
The rats are way bigger. Way bigger.
I've eaten the rats, and the rats have eaten your men. Does that mean I've eaten your men?
Depends on how long it took them to digest, but seeing as you were around Drakkenheim the same time that Pluto lost all of his men, I'm going to assume, yeah, you ate...
That's fair.
They were delicious.
Pluto, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I feel like there's an energy in this hallway.
Yeah.
I'm really worried that the demon we're going to go face is the demon. You guys know what I mean, right?
Like the demon we've been coming across.
I mean, apparently there's been more than one. Remember that time we found that other statue that wasn't the same statue? But there is
was in the castle, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So the demon here is either the demon statue that we saw in the castle, another demon altogether, or possibly the demon who really, really, really wants my soul. Either way.
What about the one that was in your mom's mirror?
That's the one that wants my soul.
Oh. Do we know his name?
He who laughs last. Did we find out his true? Did we find out it was...
You've found a variety of names, but if Sebastian can't recall them right now, so much the better for him.
Yeah, I for some reason, the one that's sticking out to me is he who laughs last. So if we walk in and he isn't laughing and the rest of us are, then we know. Logic.
Unless we stop laughing and then he laughs.
Then he laughs last. And therefore, I don't know. That's tough. How do you know if you're the one who... Anyway, we'll figure it out. I'm sure the demon will... Either way, we're going to kill it.
This demon possesses the shield of Saint Vitruvio. Or is sitting on it and doesn't realize it. We are tasked with finding it. And if we have to destroy this demon, then I'm ready.
I don't see any reason not to destroy a demon when you come across it. You know what I mean?
So, are we in agreement that we will not make any deals with this demon?
Well,
Just don't fail so hard. You pitched the killing.
Just remember that anything we give him is essentially the worth of the seal. I'm pretty sure we still have the option of beating up a nerd for her homework if this doesn't work out. So just remember, your soul is worth more than the seal.
But here's the thing. I don't even have control over my soul. My mom does, I think. So
Mine and Pluto's soul is worth more than
I will
seal,
do the
okay?
negotiating because I can outsmart
I
a
don't
demon.
know if that's a good idea. You don't have anything on the
for my
line.
soul.
You don't even have a soul.
I
I'm
have.
saying he's going to sue our souls.
I
Yeah,
have.
he's gonna barter with our souls.
I would never.
You've thought about it. I can tell.
I've thought about
I'm
it.
thinking about it right now.
Okay, this is beyond the point. We need to go. We need to deal with this demon, and we will destroy this demon, get the shield, and then we're going after the Queen of Thieves, because Pluto, I do not want you to give that sword to Lucretia.
Look, Lucretia, her theories are wild and radical, but this sword has taught me so much. And this sword stands for something that is much bigger than myself. And if I can't live up to its expectations, it might be time that I relinquish it.
Or maybe it's time to live up to those expectations.
Pluto, the only expectations you should live up to are your own.
And Pluto, my expectations of you are to slay big monsters and look cool doing it. And you always do.
But is that enough? Is that enough to rid myself of this guilt? There's so much that I've
What do you feel guilty about?
ever since I came to this city. It was to, I was a treasure hunter. I came for sport, and things changed, but I can't forget why I came here. My family's reputation was all that mattered. And now so much more is on the line, and I can't help but think, am I doing enough?
Pluto.
And if I let this city get destroyed, then what? Or knowing what we know about the fate of not Drakkenheim. Okay, at this point, it's not even about Drakkenheim anymore. This is about the world. And from what's beyond that, we may be so pivotal in what happens through time itself. And that's a lot. And I don't know if I can kill enough.
Pluto, I want to point something out to you. You're questioning yourself on whether you're doing enough. I know that all of our actions have not always been good, and there have been a lot of problems along the way, and we've caused a lot of accidents, but no other Caspian knight has fought their way through Drakkenheim, has killed as many monsters as you, has fought their way through the Academy Tower, has killed evil mages, has destroyed hordes of ratlings, bridges of minotaurs, trolls, courtyards of enemies, and all of that to get us here. There are only 3 of us right now in Castle Drakken, the most dangerous place, one of, in this city. And they sent the 3 of us. That includes you. And do you know why they sent the 3 of us? Because we have what it takes. They've seen us make mistakes, but they know that they can put us against the most dangerous places in this city and rely on us to hopefully do what's right. And we're going to try our best. Again, everybody's made mistakes along this way. I know for damn sure that I have. I have caused a lot more problems than I intended to, and I'm still trying to make amends for the problems that I've caused along the way, but we're going to do our best, Pluto, and you have continually done your best, and I think that you should give yourself more credit, because you are outstanding. You are the noblest, most loyal, and most courageous Caspian I have ever met. And I respect you a lot.
You may be one of the only Caspians I've really gotten to know.
Yep.
But you're definitely the best one I've gotten to know, Pluto. And as much as you put this pressure on yourself to save the world, it's not just up to you. And it's not even just up to us. But we're going to do our best to move towards that goal as quickly and with the least amount of resistance and bad decisions that we can. We're going to do it together.
You're right. Thank you. You're right. And I guess we just can't let another demon live. So no deals.
I will do my best. And Pluto,
Yes, it's a really good one.
how many demons have you slayed?
I've studied demon slaying for a very long time, but a
Have you?
lot of it is theoretical.
Now it's time to put it into practice, friend. Don't you want a demon in your trophy shelf?
We've killed a few demons, but they've been very like demon light, like little baby demons.
Now it's time to go demon
thing-
heavy.
This thing sounds like this sounds demon heavy.
Sebastian, do you have any magic that can send it back to where it came from? Because I'm sure it came from somewhere, right?
In theory.
All these theories.
Uh,
Not really feeling comfortable with all these theories. I need some practical application, gentlemen.
I'll show you practical application, Ignatius. And then I ignite the hallway in a bright light.
The blade ignites in flame, and you hear the voice of Ignatius echo out, "Let righteous fire burn away all your doubts. Go forth to righteous deeds."
Yeah, I'm getting pumped. Okay.
Has Ignatius fought demons before? Ask him.
Ignatius, have you killed great demons?
The blade replies, "My steel has cleft in twain such horrors of the abyss, the darkest pits of hell, from what places they have crept out of, I have sent them back to in righteous flame."
is that a yes?
I'm really getting excited for this.
Pluto,
This is what I'm meant for.
lead the way.
Trust nothing that is said by any demon. Cut out their tongue if it offends you.
As Pluto heads forward down the hallway, I grab Veo and pull her in, and I'm just like, Veo, I have no idea how to send a demon back to where it came from. I've learned a lot of magic, but I have actively avoided that because of the situation, the incident, if you will.
So zero help with demons right now. Your
I'm
mom's journal doesn't have anything about demons?
I'm flipping through the journal. This talks about how to commune with her. I can... I don't know. There's a few things in here. There's notes about...
There's extensive things about demons in her work. I don't think Sebastian's read it all yet.
I skipped.
Say, Pluto, hold on a sec. We're gonna read about demons first.
I'm like flipping through the journal. I'm like, okay, there's a section here that I read about communing with her, and there's a section here I read on like a great cookie recipe that she left. But this whole section in the middle marked demons and demonology. I kind of just skipped that part. It was really boring.
Heavy read. You were gonna get to it.
Okay.
Can you skim it? Take like half an hour and skim it.
I don't think we have that time. We're in the castle.
Yeah, you are in the castle. So anything that you have, like, you would need if you want to add, like, anything that you don't already have with you is like.
Here's what I got, Veo. I can summon creatures from beyond.
Okay. What if we... I stop. I stopped charging because I realized that you guys are about 20 feet by me. And I've just been...
We're going.
walking.
We're going.
Ignatius. Of those who you have not felled, which of the demons remain from the bowels of hell?
The blade responds. Just as the wickedness of mortal minds knows no bound, there is no limit to the demons of the abyss. Cut one down, and more come forth. One must only shine bright light where no demon is willing to tread to truly end their reign of terror.
So the limit does not exist.
There's no limit. So what I think we should do is,
but fear not, for it is by the grace and light of the sacred flame that the world of mortals, for it is the light and grace of the sacred flame that holds the demons at bay, banishing them to the darkness that births them.
I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be. Let's march.
we look for the shield, we identify it, we find it, and we get it.
Cool. Yeah. So currently you are in the Steward's Tower. This is one of the mid levels of the Steward's Tower that you're in, where Johann's office is. This is one of the bridges that leads across the this bridge here leads across from the Steward's Tower into this tower here, which is the Stair Tower. This is a spiral staircase tower that allows access between all the other towers that are in the castle. And so there is another bridge that connects from the Stair Tower to the keep, which is here. And then the other towers of the castle are the Ambassador's Tower, which is over here, and the Conservatory Tower over here, which you haven't been to. The main chateau over here, which is what you explored earlier and where you had many of your previous battles, and the throne room is up over here. These are the rooftops of those buildings, because from where you are standing in the Steward's Tower, this part of the Steward's Tower is higher than the chateau and the throne room, right?
And where's our destination?
So so the highest tower is this central tower here, this square keep. So basically, you can imagine that Castle Drakken is one long building, and then there is the northeastern part of it is the throne room, the southwestern part of it is the chateau, and then those two parts of the castle are joined in the middle by the tower. So like if you see the the artwork behind me, you can kind of see like there's the central building that is the royal tower, right? So that is the highest point of the whole building, and where the royal apartments are, right? So you have to go through the stair tower. The interesting thing that you know about the layout of Castle Drakken is that you enter from the chateau, you go through the main halls of the chateau, and then to get to the lower part of the royal tower, to the upper part of the royal tower, you actually have to leave that tower and go through the stair tower to get there. Yeah.
So the stair tower is where we need to focus. And just to make sure, I'm pretty sure we took Aqua Expurgo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've
I've used one.
charge. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Are we going straight to where the demon is? Or is there anything else we need to explore before?
I don't see any reason to dilly-dally. I don't want to be here longer than we have to be.
Agreed.
Well, onward to the stair tower.
Okay.
To the stair tower!
Ignatius.
So you cross the bridge that leads from the steward's tower to the stair tower. So this is a covered stone walkway that arches across the two towers, that has several windows looking out. That from here you can see the throne room, and you can look out and see the ravine below and the cliffs below. The cliffs below. So so Crowley would have to fly out of the windows to actually fly out of here, because it is a covered kind of archway across. It leads directly into a landing on the stair tower. Now, the stair tower is basically a great hollow tower that is ringed all the way by a magnificent spiraling staircase. And in the central shaft of the stair tower is a magnificent chandelier that extends all up and down the entire tower. There are thousands of glass crystals that compose this chandelier, and they're all framed with silver and gold. And
is it still intact?
It is remarkably still intact. For the most part. There might be individual pieces that are missing, but the whole chandelier is still holding. And that chandelier actually hangs over a fountain at the bottom of the stair tower, which you remember the 3 gargoyles that you interacted with when you first came to Castle Drakken, that are down at the bottom of the stair tower. The wide and impressive staircase that rings the stair tower has a great marble balustrade, and carved pillars of the rail that mark the railings all around it as it circles up. And then along its length, there are several landings. Basically, the tower stair, from here, there are 4 main landings. You're on one of them, the one that leads to the steward's tower. There was another landing that Veo, you know that it leads to the ambassador's tower, another bridge and out. And then above the stewards, going up, so that's the first one. If you go down, you get to the ambassador's landing. Then the steward's landing. Then the next one up is the is the apartment landing. And then if you go all the way up, you get to the exit that leads to the top of the tower, where the dragon has their roost. If you continue going down, you'll get to the Imperial landing, which allows you to access to the throne room and the chateau, and then you can go down even further to the basement where the Pool of Tears is. And from there that would take you all the way down to, if you wanted to access the vaults and the royal tombs.
So we want to go up to the apartments, I believe.
2 floors.
Yeah.
Before we do, you did mention there are windows here that look out.
Yes, there are arched windows, many of them decorated with stained glass patterns, with tattered curtains, and all the way up the stair tower are all manner of painted murals depicting various scenes of heroics and battles of the past. This whole tower is immaculately decorated.
Before we go any further, I might be able to take a look for us up at the top of the apartments, the tall tower of Drakkenheim. with Crowley.
Good
Okay.
idea.
I open up my cloak, and a little crow pokes his head out of my inside pocket made of shadow, wearing little goggles.
Mhm.
And I pull him out, and I put him on one of the little windowsills, and then my eyes roll back in my head, and I collapse into Pluto's arms.
I catch you.
Okay.
And Crowley is going to fly out the window and flutter up to the high parts of the central tower to look through some of the windows there.
Okay, looking through the windows, you can see that the royal apartments comprise at least 4 floors. With the topmost floor actually ending at kind of a terrace rooftop balcony. So, which floor would you like to look through?
I mean, I imagine that we're going for the penthouse is our destination. But before we do, I'm going to stop on maybe the highest floor of the apartments and just take a glance through one of those windows to see if there's any activity happening in there.
So, sorry, do you mean the first floor that you would enter from the stair tower, or the one immediately below the penthouse?
The one below the penthouse.
Okay. Alrighty. So, the rooms immediately below the penthouse, looking in, change that over because it's concealed. Crowley looks in one of the windows here and actually beholds a lushly appointed bedchamber through the windows. The window is very it's covered in soot and other materials, so it's a little bit difficult to look inside through the window itself. The glass is still quite intact, and looking in through the window, Crowley can see a large canvas bed. So it's a 4-post bed with the whole canvas on top of it, and it's a huge bed chamber with its own bath, a wardrobe, a dressing stand, all the sorts of things that you would expect of a prince. A prince's bed chamber. The whole chamber has been torn to shreds, and blood and entrails are strewn everywhere in it.
No signs of movement, though, just bloody room.
There are no signs of movement in the room. It looks like there are 2 pairs of double doors leading off this room.
Crowley flies around. Are there any windows that don't look into a room but look into like a hallway, or are all the outside rooms? Interestingly
enough, the glass on this of the royal apartments, none of the windows are broken. And the curtains are drawn on several other windows, and a few others. The room within is darkened in such a way that even with Crowley's dark vision, he cannot see inside the rooms. Looking around at first glance, on this level, none of the windows actually look into a hallway. The next room that Crowley goes to is also another bedchamber that is in a similar state of disarray, although it looks like a bedchamber for what might have been a younger woman, or a girl. Noticeably because there are several mannequin heads that are on the dressing gown with various hats of various decorations all upon the mantelpiece.
Recognizing that, Crowley is going to flutter up to the penthouse apartment now and take a look through any windows that he can find.
Okay. As Crowley flutters up to the apartments, roll a perception check for Crowley.
Oh boy. Let me just see here. Where's my crow? Raven. There it is. Perception. That's going to be a 13.
Okay. As Crowley flutters up to look over the balcony, there is a brief screech that you all hear out on the balconies, and you hear another voice cry, tasty! Ah! I get a 19 against Crowley's AC.
Yeah, that hits. What?
The last thing you hear from Crowley is is a massive vulture-like beak close down over Crowley, followed by a gulping noise.
I didn't see it. So it was on the outside.
Yes, it was on the outside, and you just flew up over the battlements just in time to see what looked like a massive cross of a human and a vulture eat Crowley.
I snap back into it and grab Pluto. Pluto, It was horrible. I just got eaten. Crowley's never going to let me hear the end of that.
One of your nightmares again?
No. There's a Birdman out there.
We heard a screech.
Birdman screech?
Just a screech.
Screech.
But if you say you saw something,
There was
Like a harpy? Like you're saying there's harpies.
No, not a harpy. More,
the ears perk up.
no, not a harpy at all. Very different from a harpy, yet oddly similar, but very different. I didn't get a chance to see into the apartments. What I can tell you is that the rooms on the top floor before the penthouse seem to be clear, but covered in blood. The top penthouse apartment did not get a good look because I was eaten. I, being Crowley, was eaten.
Got it.
That's probably where we need to go.
Yeah, now the good news is we're inside, and the creature that ate him was outside, so maybe we don't have to worry about it too much.
Well, whatever it is, we can handle it.
We've killed bird people before.
We have Ignatius.
I'm really good at killing bird people.
And I'm really good. Yeah, same.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
I will take the points
Okay.
heading towards the front door.
Yeah.
So this leads on to the main floor of the apartments.
Yes, this would be the first floor of the apartments.
And it's 4 floors up, 3 and then a terrace.
Yeah, so there's 4 floors about, so the topmost level would be the penthouse, and then at least 2 another bedroom level and the level that you're currently on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Veo, you coming?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to listen at the door.
Why can't I grab myself?
Oh, you can't grab yourself?
Oh, there we go. I don't know why that happened, but
Okay.
I'm good now.
Immediately as you come to the door,
Uh-oh.
you hear the sounds of raucous laughter and muffled bellowing of several different voices conferring in a guttural tongue.
Any of you understand that?
Is it undercommon?
I only know undercommon, and these can't. Regular common.
I got common, elvish, and undercommon.
I do speak infernal.
You do not. There is a certain inflection to this language that you can pick up syllables of, but it is the abyssal dialect.
Is there okay, so there's the door.
Mm-hmm.
And is there
Yes, it is The doors before you, as you come up onto the royal landing, are flanked by a pair of angelic cherub statues, and then there is a golden door, a set of golden filigree doors, double doors that would lead into the royal apartments that are engraved with the crest of the House von Kessel.
Guys,
It's oddly ironic that we're going through the angels to see the demons.
Do we have 10 minutes?
I mean, I don't see why not. We haven't knocked yet. Do they know we're here?
Why?
I've been flipping
You have to
through
go to the bathroom, or-
my mother's journal here has a passage. I can understand abyssal. I just need 10 minutes to learn it.
Oh. Okay. I mean, we can go back down the stairs.
Remember, the comprehend languages spell allows you to understand it, but not speak it.
No, I know.
Okay.
But then I can at least understand things that are being said throughout
Okay.
this. So we back up a little bit, and Sebastian opens up his journal, sits on the ground, and starts sort of drawing arcane runes in the air as dictated by the journal, and trying to summon into his mind the ability to comprehend any
Okay.
and all language.
Theo, we can stay on alert.
All right.
I'll watch the door. You watch the surroundings.
All of you can roll me a d6.
One.
3.
6.
Okay. Interesting. We'll see how that one plays out.
No.
Okay.
You guys just keep watch. Don't worry. Nobody's going to come looking for us.
I'm just kind of watching the door just to see if it moves.
My mind wanders a little bit, thinking about what could be behind the door.
All right. As you retreat to you retreat back to the. Are you casting the spell outside the door?
We went back
Okay.
a little bit. Like, I
Back-
think maybe back to the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna-
All right. So Sebastian finishes casting the ritual, and you return to the door.
Oh, okay.
Okay, then we go back to the door.
We're back to the door.
10 minutes.
Okay. 10 minutes have passed. The laughter has turned into what sounds like an argument.
I'm going to listen in now that I can comprehend all languages.
You hear one voice call to the other, "You're cheating!" And the other voice says, "Of course I'm cheating, I'm a demon!" And "You've been cheating too!" And another voice says, "We're all cheating here. That's the point."
Can I get a feel
What are they
for-
saying?
They're playing some sort of game. Can I try to get an idea of what type of game they're playing? I have proficiency in playing cards. I don't know if that helps.
From as the conversation goes back and forth, you said, "Well, put down the last card and put up your ante. Then, if we're all cheating, we'll all see who was cheating the best."
I happen to know a thing or two about cheating at cards. I say, you guys haven't understood a single word they've said, but I say that.
Why?
glad you're good at cheating at cards.
Is that cool? Neat.
The demons on the other side of this door are playing a card game, and they are all cheating. We might be able to avoid combat.
Don't you have a deck of cards?
Yeah, of course I do. And I pull out my deck of cards. Oh, did you mean the regular cards or the magical cards?
I mean, you're the magic guy.
As the conversation shifts, maybe we should play a card game where we can't cheat. It's more interesting that way. And another voice says, "Why would we ever want to do that? That sounds boring. I love cheating."
I turn to Pluto and Veo and I say, guys, I have a plan.
Do you?
Follow my lead.
Oh gosh. Okay.
And I'm going to open the door.
Okay. You open the door. Finally.
I'm gonna open the other door at the same time. Like I assume it's a swing door.
Yeah,
Is it like
it's two
doors?
Two doors. It's
So
a grand
I'll
set of
open
double doors.
the right side. You open the left.
And I just peer over top you guys.
You open the door to a grand hallway with beautiful tapestried carpets and grand murals and paintings all along the sides, chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. It is a sight of utter disarray, though. Many of the paintings have been defaced with various amounts of blood and other unspeakable matter. And the hallway is torn up and covered in filth, guts, and blood. There are several sets of doorways leading off of this chamber, and another set of double doors to the south that you can see is actually open, and is the source of the raucous laughter. As you come around the corner, open the doors, there is a small creature carrying a silver platter. Upon the silver platter, the creature itself resembles a anthropomorphic cockroach, with a insectoid head with long antennae that and strange pincers, like a mouth of strange pincers and large bug eyes, and a kind of a winged kind of shell of a back, and it stands on its rear legs, and then with its other pairs of arms, it holds small silver platters. On the platters are first on one platter are 4 skulls with what looked to be a straw and a straw coming out of the skulls with a ring of pineapple around the straws. And on the other plate is a grotesque plate of sandwiches made of moldy bread with all manner, where the stuffings of all the sandwiches are all manner of fingers. There are human fingers, there are animal fingers, there are chicken fingers, actual talons, all on this disgusting plate. And as you come into as you open the doors, the creature makes eek, and it looks like it struggles to hold on to the plates, and it says, "I didn't know we were having guests." And then there's another gasp from the room, the other room that goes, "What? Guests?"
I look straight at the creature and I'm like, "Sir, bring us a plate of your finger foods and fetch me a skull. I'm here to gamble." And I pull out a deck of cards and do like a fancy, like one hand to the other, like shh, and hold up my deck of cards.
The small creature begins to tremble, looks at you, looks back into the room. "We have guests! Guests! Well, let them in! Yes, let them in!"
I turn to Veo and Pluto and I nod. I'm like, just play it cool until it's not cool anymore.
I sheath Ignatius.
Ignatius says, "But that's a demon!"
I walk in, shuffling my deck of cards.
Okay.
I walk in behind you, but very cautious.
Guys, this is the one chance in an entire 10 years of playing D&D
This is
that
why
I
we pick proficiency.
in playing card deck
This
might
is
come
what
in
it
handy.
comes down to. So, souls. What are we playing for? Souls? Souls?
No, we're shh, Pluto. We're gonna start easier than that.
Okay.
All right.
Coming around the corner, you see the private dining room of the royal apartments. Veo, this is a room that you remember well from your time in the castle because this is where you could get the good food on a good day. Okay. Within the chamber, the chamber itself is a luxuriously appointed dining chamber with a great mantle with a roaring flame flickering in unnatural hues. Seated along, there is a long dining table, its top made of glass, set with plates and piles of disgusting food. Upon the dining table is a large bowl made of a rib cage with several grilled rattling tails sticking out of it. There are several there are several obviously dead beheaded ratlings with the tops of their heads chopped off and their brains all made into some sort of mashed slurry. There are slain mutated creatures that have been turned into roasts. The unmistakable flank of a paladin, as well as the definitely hors d'oeuvres made of the eyes and tongues of humans. Seated around the table, most of these bloated creatures taking up 2 chairs around the table that would probably seat 8, are 4 grotesque creatures, all of them garbed, who have stuffed themselves into courtiers' garbs. So they're wearing fine vests with frilly doublets and all the sort of frill and lace. One of them has a monocle. All of them have powdered wigs. One of them, it looks like they have put on a mustache of some kind. One of them is a grotesque, massive, bloated creature that resembles some sort of cross of a human and a toad. The other, clad in petticoats and dresses, is a disturbing-looking vulture-like creature with large black wings. The other is a red fur gorilla with a monocle. And the last creature is some sort of bizarre lobster-like creature with strange fins and massive pincers, and then several smaller limbs that they've all stuffed into the sleeves of several jackets and frills. These unmistakably demonic beings, all massively grotesque and large, have... Between the platters around their table and the candles and all the accoutrements around them are very obviously playing a game of cards.
Room for 3 more at your table.
The lobster looks down at you, Sebastian. A mortal! It's been some time since we've had a fresh mortal to play with, eh, Earl Toad? And the toad laughs. Oh, yeah. I think it would be very delicious to have some hand sandwiches made of his flesh. If What do you think of these strange little mortals, Baroness von Vulture? And the Baroness goes, yes! Delectable little creatures. I am quite fond of cat spread out on toast. And the final, what about you, the Marquis de Gorilla? And the gorilla adjusts its monocle and says, yes, well, I find that all quite barbaric. I just like to pound them into a fine paste and...
I stand and nod as they're going through this, and I'm like, that all sounds marvelous. Me and my friends were looking for a high-risk game of chance, and we heard that this was such a place that we might be able to find that. I'm willing to gamble with you guys in a game of cards, if you will have us. But be warned, I am the greatest summoner. My name is Sebastian Crow, and if you try to eat us before the game is over, we will destroy you. But
as Sebastian says this, so you hear a shaking in the scabbard as Ignatius goes, "Demons, let me out! Let me out! He just lied about being the greatest summoner! Let me out! Let me out!"
Monty, you're a bit low on volume. I don't know if it's the same
Okay,
for everybody else.
So I'm trying to hold. I'm struggling to hold Ignatius calm as
the sword is just shaking in the scabbard.
will you have us at your table, dear demon lords?
Sebastian, what are you
Sebastian,
doing?
I didn't agree to this.
We-
I'm no good at cards. I don't know about lying.
Literally
Don't worry,
talked
I'm
about
good.
this.
I can
We
count
talked
cards.
about killing the
The vulture speaks up. "It seems your companions are not too eager about playing cards.
Actually, I'm
That
pretty
seems
good.
very unfortunate."
Well, the thing is that they're not very good at cards, so the odds are in your favor. There's 3 of us, 2 of which are not that great, and me, who has played a few rounds, versus 4 of you.
The gorilla adjusts the monocle and says, "But you little half-elf, your soul is spoken for. Oh yes, you act like we don't know, Sebastian Crow. Thus, you have nothing to gamble with. What will you gamble with, if not your soul?"
What was that one's name?
The Marquis de Gorilla.
Fair Marquis. It just so happens that I have plenty to bargain with. When I came in here, I heard you mention that you would like hand sandwiches from my hands. So here's the deal. We beat you in a game of cards. One of us 3 wins, and you let us carry on upstairs. You do not try to stop us, and you continue your game of cards. We can close the doors and pretend that we snuck past you. No harm, no foul. If any of you 4 win, you get to eat my hands and the rest of us.
Sebastian, what are you doing? You're not going to do anything if you
I
lose your
cover-
hands.
in the hallway.
I cover Veo's mouth and just look at her. And I like lean over and I'm just like, you could put an arrow through you could put an arrow in between any of their eyes in an instant. If this goes south, don't worry. We're going to do what we came here to do anyway. But if we can get by without fighting them, we only came here to fight one demon. So we're going to try to only fight one demon. If we can avoid fighting all the demons, that's probably in our best interest.
Excuse me?
Yes.
If you take me for a lobster, you might think that I am not very good at hearing when you're speaking right in front of me. But I'll have you know that I can hear you plainly, and if you are instructing your friend the cat to shoot us between the eyes, then we will have no choice but to disembowel you and eat your organs while you are still alive, and then keep you in a state of eternal torment.
I understand that your hearing might be good, but in our whispered state, you may have heard between the eyes when really I said, look at their size.
Give
You guys are very-
Give me a deception check.
All right. That's going to be a 21.
I see. I must be sure. Pardon me. But the fact still stands. You have come with nothing to barter with. If you want to barter with the souls of these 2, They must make that decision themselves. You can't even play. You don't have nothing to bet with.
Our bodies to feast upon is not enough?
We'll feast upon your bodies either way.
Well, that seems like a lose-lose.
We have plenty of things to feast upon. We are not interested in such feeble bets. If you came, the toad says, "These feeble offerings of the flesh. I have plenty of flesh," says, shaking its belly. "It is the delectable taste of the soul that we crave. So, if you came here looking for a high-stakes game, then bet your souls, mortals."
I turn to Pluto and Veo, and I'm like, we came here to do...
We came here with... We gave you one instruction. There was one instruction I gave you. Veo, what was that instruction?
No deals.
No deals with demons, especially with our souls. We literally had one thing.
We already knew your soul wasn't on the table.
We talked about this. Like, did you forget the conversation we had 11 minutes ago? You spent 10 minutes going, I know what they're saying, and then you immediately forgot everything that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
All that I'm saying is that we
at that statement, the demons break out in raucous laughter.
All I'm saying is we could just walk upstairs, or we could expend all of our resources fighting our way upstairs.
The Baroness von Vulture speaks up. "I think you've mistaken the situation, little mortals. You play with your souls, or you will die. You have come into our parlor, and now you will play our game for our entertainment. You will not be going anywhere.
Sebastian walks up to the table and grabs an empty chair and sits.
Still don't know what you're betting.
At this point, I don't think I have a choice.
Pluto walks
the sword
behind.
is actively shaking. Let me out. No deals. No deals. Destroy them. They will deceive you. They will lie. They will cheat. You heard them, didn't you? They will destroy. Draw me. Draw the blade. Draw me. Cut through the darkness.
As I sit down, I say to them, one stipulation. I get to deal.
A persuasion check.
I'm not betting my soul.
Oh, shoot. That is a 30.
Very well. You can deal. But your friends are the ones betting their souls, and they will play.
Feo, you can do what you came here to do. Either way.
Not without my soul.
Who's going to take your soul?
These guys.
We haven't signed anything. How do these things
Word
work?
is bond, Sebastian. Do you think these guys don't care if I didn't sign my name on a piece of paper? They're gonna take my soul and they're gonna crush it for eternity.
The gorilla speaks. Your verbal agreement is more than enough. We are all gentle demons here.
I highly doubt y'all are gentle, but okay.
I am so frustrated with you right now.
So frustrated. Sebastian!
The Viscount of Lobster speaks. Yes, well, so, Cat, Helmet Man, do you consent to play this game? Do you bet your souls upon it?
Can we have a moment just out in the hallway?
Do we have a choice?
Can we just...
Looks
we have a
like
moment?
we don't.
I'm already sitting at the table.
Sebastian, can
You
a
have a
moment?
choice. You do have a choice. You can either play the game with us, almost eat you.
I'm gonna walk around the table, and I I put my hands on Sebastian and around his neck, and I grab and I really dig in.
little
like
tight there,
as I
Pluto.
stand over top of him and I go, yes, I would love to play. and I as I really squeeze in, and I continue walking around the table and take a seat across from him, and I dead eye contact, just laser focus, staring into not your soul, because guess what? You don't have one. You don't even have one. So I'm not even staring into your soul.
Okay.
Can I watch this round? Theo just has a really high pitched voice now because she's just like.
Okay. They put the cards down.
What are we playing, Sebastian?
What are we playing? What game were we playing?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh,
No, that's out of
Gonna lose
character.
it.
I'm like, I don't
gonna
know.
lose it.
I don't know. Like, are we playing poker? Does that
I
exist in
think
this
you
world?
get to pick the game.
Yeah, because you're the dealer.
All right. This game's called Caspian Hold'em. It's a variation on poker. Everybody gets 2 cards, and then the cards in the middle are mutual. Have you guys played Caspian Hold'em?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. Please enlighten me.
Caspian Hold'em. It's so easy to cheat.
Oh, so cheating's allowed in this one.
Of course.
All right. Using my proficiency with playing cards, do you think you could let me try to count cards as I deal?
And deal like a more favorable hand out to them all?
Out to myself, Pluto, and Vea.
Okay. Yeah. That should be possible. The Marquis de Grillo speaks. Very well. Then let us confirm. What are we betting? What are we playing for?
I mean, again, if we win, you ignore us. You carry on with your game. You ignore us and any sounds you might hear upstairs. You keep playing your game and just enjoy your night. And we get to go on our way and no intrusion from you.
Okay. And if we win, get your souls. And we get to eat you.
I'm not betting my soul.
Sebastian?
Pluto?
Yeah. I bet my soul. And my flesh.
And the demon
On you, Sebastian. It's on you.
And Veo, are you going to take the bet? The demons look at you.
Can I? I'm not really one for cards.
Come,
Can I-
Veo. Sit at the table.
Can I play a different game after?
We're all friends here.
Can I play a different game after?
I look to Pluto and I look to Veo and I go, are you guys ready?
Hold on. Veo, give me a persuasion check.
17.
The demons look at each other. This is highly irregular. What game do you propose, little cat?
A drinking game.
A drinking game. What sort of drinking game?
Do you want me to explain the rules now, or do you want to play cards first?
The demons explain in short that it's all or nothing. You both have to play, or they're just gonna kill you. So they want to hear what the game is that you're proposing.
Okay. And you could say no if you want. So, can you summon glasses, demons?
One of the demons picks up a little dinner bell and rings it, and several of the little cockroach demons come out with several cups.
Okay. I need 2 big pint glasses and a shot glass.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You're gonna have to explain what this
I'm
game
going
is.
to.
Okay.
So, if I could drink both of these full of beer before one of you can drink the shot glass, then you can have my soul. But the rule is that number 1, you cannot touch my glasses. Number 2 is that you have to let me drink one of these big pint glasses before you start drinking the shot. And number 3 is you cannot use magic during this. Neither can I.
Very well. That sounds like a fun game. But instead of beer, we're going to use the sorcerer's blood.
You know, Veo, I'd rather just play cards.
No, I wanna hear where this is going. I
Veo,
think Veo's onto something.
trust me.
What do you say? Says Baroness von Vulture.
Veo, get ready for
let Veo-
cards.
Sebastian, let Veo decide.
So, you agree that to let us go upstairs if I can drink these 2 things of blood.
Yeah, a pint of blood from each of your friends.
From each of my friends. Do you guys have more than a pint? Is a pint a lot of blood? I don't
And
know.
I will drink a thimble of yours.
Okay. Oh, I don't know about that. I feel like there's something demony going on with blood.
Veo,
And no magic.
No magic.
And you cannot touch my glasses.
I won't touch your glasses.
This is interesting. What an interesting turn of events.
And if we don't, you get our souls and our bodies.
If you win your bet, and your friend wins his game of cards, then you both get to keep your souls and your bodies. But if either of you lose, then we get to eat you and take your souls.
So we're playing both games.
Unless your friend wants to propose another kind of bet.
I say we all just play cards. 1 bet rather than 2.
If you're so eager to play cards, then you can play a hand of cards with us. We'll play the Duchess, the Baroness von Vulture will play the drinking game with your cat friend, and you, Shiny Knight, you can play another game with me. says the Marquis de Gorilla.
And the whole time, this whole time, my Ignatius is losing it.
Ignatius is just like, you could feel the scabbard heating up.
burning my side.
I have one more rule for my game. You have to wait, not only until I am finished the first one, but the cup has to be put down. And then that's the signal for you to start.
Very well.
You're gonna drink my blood?
Pint of it.
I agree.
Okay, Veo agrees to that game. Bluto, do you want to propose your own game?
Oh no. I really on the spot here. I thought I was just gonna play.
You have such muscles, strapping young man.
Thank you. I feel cheated. I am not clever. I do not play games. I propose a throwing contest.
A throwing contest. I like it. What do you say?
Whoever can throw an object the furthest and catch it.
Throw an object the furthest and catch it.
You may throw any object, but the distance is only measured by if you're able to catch it.
So you have to catch it before it hits the ground.
Correct. It is a feat of strength and speed.
The lobster says, "Very well, I will take that with you." And the toad turns back to Sebastian. You still want to play cards with me?
Yeah, I suppose I do.
Most excellent. Challenges all around. The demons begin cackling. Well, an interesting turn of events. We'll have to see how it plays out after the break. See you in a bit. And we are back from our short rest. We have restocked on our consumables and are ready to lay some bets. So, the scene is set. The Baroness first. The demons cackling with laughter. They say, the Baroness begins,
Yes, well, then it's settled. This is the deal. We will play 3 games. First, we'll play the drinking game. Myself versus the cat. Second, we will play the throwing game. The Viscount of Lobster versus the Shiny Knight. Finally, we'll play the card game. This will be the Elf Sorcerer versus the Earl of Toad. The prize at hand. All 3 of you win all 3 of your games. We'll let you go free, and we will not eat you, and we will not take your souls. But if any of you should lose your game, we will kill you, eat you, and eat your souls.
In that order?
Yes!
Okay, cool.
Of course! What other
Oh.
order would you do that in?
Demons!
Yes! Well, of course, we have to get your soul out of your body, and the most effective way to get your soul out of your body and then us is to kill you and eat you.
You have to get this first. Okay, cool.
I look at Veo and I raise my eyebrows and nod and give her the thumbs up.
Let us prepare the games!
Ah! Well, as I'm not playing a game, says the Marquis de Gorilla, I will be the neutral party and act as judge over the contests. First, for the drinking game, need the blood. He puts the 2 pint glasses in front, one in front of Sebastian and one in front of Paluto.
Before I fill the glass, I look up at the Marquis and I question, if I may. To make sure that you're an impartial judge, I know how much you all like to cheat. If I detect any cheating in the judgment, then the bet is off.
Very well.
Yeah.
But if there is any cheating and you don't detect it, I will doubly eat your soul.
He's onto us.
You know, mine specifically, sure, go right ahead.
Okay. They put out the pint glasses and offer some silver knives so the 2 of you can drain a pint of your blood, fill them up, and they put the shot glass before Veo.
Veo,
I go a bit pale under my fur.
my deal had nobody hurting themselves here.
You guys can survive without a pint of
sorry.
blood, right? I didn't agree
I
to
don't
just
know
like
if,
murder my
I
friend.
don't know if this is gonna taste great.
I slice my finger and just put it over the little cup.
Okay.
Veo, you gave much blood for the research towards Aqua Expergo. This is the least I can do.
Oh, thanks.
Veo, you owe me a pint of blood. And
Okay.
I slice my hand.
All right. Sebastian and Pluto, you take 15 points of damage, and this is a reduction to your hit point maximum, and you each gain 1 level of exhaustion.
You guys have the extra 20 points, right?
Yeah, I have temporary HP.
No,
so
but this is so does our just HP maximum go down and we keep the temp HP?
Yeah, we'll say that. Your HP maximum goes down by that amount, and you each gain 1 level of exhaustion.
That's not good.
Thanks, Veo.
Sorry.
Veo, your hit point maximum is reduced by 5, but you do not gain a level.
Exhaustion.
But I don't lose the temporary hit points.
No, you guys can keep the temporary hit point. Just a reduction.
And just a reminder that you all still then, as long as you have any of the hit points, get advantage on attack rolls and saving throws. Okay.
Well, we have disadvantage on ability checks, so there we go. It evens out
Sorry.
somewhere.
I'm sorry.
No, Veo, you need to know, you didn't do anything wrong.
Ignatius shakes.
I look at Pluto and I'm like, I had this under control. You guys are all doing this
Yeah?
wrong.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
Okay.
Pluto.
Okay. Cool.
Go throw something.
Cool.
Maybe you guys need another snack since you gave so much blood. Here,
All
have
right.
some jerky.
The drinks are ready. Tell me then, how does this game work again?
So, the idea is that I bet that I can drink both of these pints of blood before you could drink the thimble. But you have to let me, only fair, drink at least one of these pints to get a little head start. But the other piece to this is that, number one, we cannot use any magic. Okay? You cannot touch either of my glasses of blood. Okay? And for your timer on your drink to start, you have to let me place my glass on the table for your time to start drinking.
Very well.
Okay. I'm gonna add
And the
that I
cups
may.
have to stay on the table. You're not gonna cheat by drinking both the cups at the same time.
Nope. I'm
You're
gonna
not
drink
gonna hold
one
them
first.
both in your hands.
Nope.
You're not gonna pour one into the other, drink half of one, then pour the other. You're not going to touch that second cup. It's going to stay on the table until you finish the first one.
Until I finish the first one.
Harumph! Very well.
Should be an easy win for you. Okay.
The vulture's neck shudders suspiciously.
I will say I'm a first-rate drinker of liquids. Although the last time I drank something that I wasn't quite familiar with, I did faint, so
And
hopefully
no
that doesn't
magic.
happen. No magic. Zero magic. No abilities, no magic.
All right.
Whenever
All
you're
you have
ready.
to do is drink that thimble after I put this first cup down.
The vulture starts practicing as if she's gonna pick up like the fastest way to.
I'm a predator.
Whose blood did I pick up first?
Pluto's.
I go to Pluto, I say, bottoms up! And I start to drink it.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Of course. Oh, saving throw. I get advantage on those, don't I?
I guess technically, yeah, you would.
Good. Okay. 16.
You've eaten a lot of nasty stuff. It's more the idea that you're drinking your friend's blood, but you just think it's just like a fish folk. It's just blip blip. It's just blip blip.
Blip, blip.
Yeah. And the demon's seeing you struggle, but you do get it down. You drink the blood to the last drop.
Never again, except for after this next one. Okay, guys? Never again. And I turn to her and I say, are you ready?
She holds her claws up like she's ready to dive down.
And I go to put my glass down on the table, but instead I flip it over and put it on top of the thimble of blood.
Ooh.
And I let it go. And I say, bottoms up. And I grab the other glass and start drinking Sebastian's blood.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, God. 17.
You knock it back, and as you knock the cup back, the vulture, she goes to take your cup off, to knock it off the top, to grab the thimble, and knocks the cup aside, picks up the thimble, and goes to swing it down.
And I say, you just lost.
Cheat.
What? What do
You
you
are
mean?
not allowed to touch my cups.
The Marquis de Gorilla goes, "It's true. That's the rules of the game. You cheated. I guess the cat is the winner."
And I walk outside and I throw up. Just the thought.
Wait, can you give it back at least?
Got it! And I just have blood all over my face.
Foiled! You tricksy cat! Ah!
I only learned from tricksy people. I won.
That's one for us.
Well, that's one.
I'm gonna go sit out, guys. And I just sit on the floor, like.
That was very clever, Veo. I'm sorry you had to drink my blood, but that was really smart.
Pluto, I hope you have something just as clever
I
cooked up.
literally have no idea why we're doing this.
I learned that from the Queen of Thieves men when I overheard them in a bar. I learned a few things just listening. I don't know.
Well, the lobster turns to you, Pluto.
All right then. A friend has won her little drinking game.
Click, 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 click. Then says,
What shall our throwing contest be?
Yeah. And I'm still trying to hold back Ignatius. We throw stuff. We're gonna throw something as far as you can. And the thing that travels the furthest wins.
And then you have to catch it, right?
Yeah, Sebastian. Yeah.
Don't point at me. I had you playing cards. I don't know what you're doing.
I was forced into this. I wanted
Pluto.
to play cards too.
Have fun throwing and catching.
Yeah, but we each we pick the thing that the other person throws.
And the thing that I throw, that I pick, it can be anything.
Anything that fits in your hand or claw.
Anything that fits in my claws.
Yes.
Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Click, 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 click. Just like that.
And you have to pick something that fits in your hands.
I pick something that would fit in a hand or a claw, and you have to throw, and then you pick something that fits in a hand or a claw that I have to throw, and we have to catch it, and we see who wins.
Well thought out.
Okay.
Why are we doing this? I just want to.
Pluto, why are you doing this?
What are you going to throw? And you're going to pick something for me to throw, and I'm
Yeah.
going to pick something for you to throw.
Yeah. So what would you have me throw? Great lobster man.
You are going to throw him.
and he points at Sebastian.
Gladly.
Is it just hand?
He then reaches over to Sebastian and demonstrates that he can pick Sebastian up with his claw.
Oh, there I am, dangling here. Well, Pluto,
I'm gonna get.
I hope you can throw me further than you trust me.
And what will I throw?
Pluto, question. Did you say no magic?
No, you didn't.
No, I did not.
Let him pick the
Yeah, you do.
You have to. pick something from this bag, and I reveal the bag of tricks.
What is happening? What is D&D?
And so did you want to go first, or
I have
shall
to pick
I?
something from this bag.
Yes, you pick it and throw it.
I can pick anything that's in the bag.
Yes,
Anything in this bag.
in this bag.
The lobster picks Sebastian up, puts him in the bag. I pick him.
Interesting.
Can we go in the bag? Is that how big the bag is?
Sebastian doesn't fit in the bag, but he's in the bag. And the gorilla says, he doesn't fit in the bag, but I'll allow it. As judge, I must be impartial.
My foot is in the bag.
Therefore,
looks
you're
like-
in the bag. By your own admission.
So we have to decide who can throw Sebastian further. at
Here
this
we
point.
are. This is...
Can I at least be at the end to feather fall him?
All right. Where do we have some runway?
We cannot leave the castle, so we would only be able to throw him down the hallway.
So it's who can throw him further down the hallway? Hmm.
And the demon's point, we'll throw him from here to there, pointing out the fact that they could throw Sebastian down the hallway towards the stair tower, and he would fall down the stair tower.
Fair. Maybe it's best that we let Sebastian play his hands first. He may not be in any condition to
I'll be fine.
deal cards.
The Marquis de Gorilla says, no, we've already started this game. We have to finish it. If he's in no condition to play the last game, you'll lose by default.
Pluto, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Can I give?
And
I
it's who ends up, but you have to throw me and catch me?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay. Pluto.
Who would like to go first?
Let us flip a coin, and to represent that, we'll each roll a d6. You can roll a
Okay.
d6, and I'll roll a d6.
Who? I got a 1.
I got a 5. You go first.
Okay.
I hop into Pluto's arms. Pluto.
This isn't great for me to throw you.
Pluto. How far do you realistically think you can throw me?
At this point, you have nothing to lose. My soul is on the line.
That's not what I asked you. How far do you think you can throw me?
And maybe you should just get out of here. And maybe I throw you out the door, and you make a run for it.
Pluto. I can add 300 feet to your throw.
But he's got to catch you.
Yeah, how far can you go?
I can run pretty fast.
No, I'm not saying running, Pluto. How far can you go?
I can go about 500 feet.
Cool. If you can throw me about... Well, we want to clear some space, so if you can throw me about 10 feet, then you can teleport to the hallway that we came down to get here.
I think I know what you're getting at. Okay, let's go for... So with the hallway, when it hits the circular, it's an open area,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So like you could throw
The
Sebastian
chandelier.
from. You could throw Sebastian literally from like. You could if you were standing here, right? and you and Sebastian were here, you could throw him all the way down this hall, and conceivably, like, all the way down. The one thing that you do know is that the magical defenses of the castle prevent you from teleporting out of the castle or into it. You can teleport within, but not out.
All right. You ready, Sebastian?
Yes. Are you ready?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab you by the scruff of the shirt, and then get the other hand.
Yeah.
And
like,
and I cup the butt.
like the drunk. So you're gonna like drunk throw him like you're about.
Yeah. I gotta get a good handle on it.
Okay.
Get the goggles.
I have my paws over my eyes, but like looking through, like I can't look, but I need to watch.
Okay.
1.
Yep.
2. And I toss.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
With disadvantage. And I'm gonna use lucky.
Okay.
Okay, so Pluto Jackson, the strongest man alive. I get a 17.
Okay. Sebastian, that's enough to get Sebastian into the air. And he's in the air, you release him, and then what do you guys do?
As soon as I am more than 5 feet, which I hope he can clear, like basically so I don't damage him, I'm going to thunderstep.
Okay. And Pluto, what are you gonna do?
And so you thunderstep over the chandelier.
Like over the, like through the main hallway, basically right over to the other side.
Okay. With Sebastian in the air so I can see how far he's gone.
I go up a bit so that you have a moment to line it up.
I want a dimension door across the hallway and attempt to catch.
I'm going to allow this. I'm going to say you're going to have to action surge to do that. Because your first action is throwing him, your second action is...
Okay.
Okay.
I action surge.
Okay. And give me an athletics check to catch him.
Oh, God. I use another luck point. 16.
You do! You catch him!
Oh!
I knew you could do it, buddy.
And the demons cackle with laughter as at the lobster. They say,
You shouldn't have told them no magic!
and the lobster cackles.
No matter.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Your turn.
Now
This
it's
one
my
got
turn
like
to
a
throw
Carry him
you.
back over.
Can I, as Sebastian comes by, just in case, it would hand him as sleight of hand the immovable rod.
Cool. As I walk by Veo, she hands me the immovable rod and I nod at her.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check.
Who? Both of us? One of
Yep.
us?
14.
I get an 18.
Okay. The all right. The demon, the lobster, comes up to you, Sebastian.
I can see that you're full of funny business, aren't you? No magic.
And he takes out his smaller crustacean-like arms, and they wiggle over top of you, and he casts Dispel Magic on you.
Does that affect the immovable rod or just my spell casting?
No. And then he says,
And just to be sure of other things.
he looks at you, and he casts Power Word Stun on you, Sebastian.
What?
Do you have 150 hit points or fewer?
Yeah?
Then you are stunned.
Oh.
He picks you up, and cackling, he says, "I'm going to get a running start for this." And he runs, and holding Sebastian, he begins walking down the hallway and walks straight forward, holding Sebastian.
Uh-oh.
And he gets to the edge of the door, and he throws the stunned Sebastian directly down the shaft.
Ah!
Wait, what?
He just throws Sebastian down the shaft.
I leap after it. Leap after him.
Okay. Make a dexterity check.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got a 1.
You go to catch Sebastian, and you stumble past the demon as Sebastian falls down the stair tower.
Shoot, how far away is he when he's falling?
He is like from you right now, he's like 30 feet away. So he would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He's 40 feet away.
I guess it doesn't really matter if he's being caught by the demon, I guess, but
Unless he doesn't care.
just in case we're gonna feather fall, if that's okay as a reaction.
Okay, you cast Featherfall on Sebastian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Featherfall slow you down, or
It a falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage and can land on its feet, and the spell ends for that creature.
cool?
The demon as Sebastian falls, stunned but Featherfall, the demon turns around cackling, "Well, I guess I lost our challenge, but since your friend is dead, you can't finish the little card game, so you lose by default."
Are you sure he's dead?
What?
Are you sure? Did you check?
You gotta
Have
check.
you taken a
You
pulse?
should always check your kill.
I can't leave the tower, I guess. Well, go look! See his mangled and bloody corpse.
Okay.
I panic, look over the edge.
Sebastian, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Do we all have advantage on saving throws?
I think
long as
you
you have
you
hit
still
points.
would, yeah.
Or the. Yeah.
That's going to be 26.
Okay, you're no longer unstunned from the power word stun. You land gently at the bottom of the staircase from there.
I land on my feet, brush myself off, and go, "Oh, that's a lot of stairs," and start climbing back up. And
Yeah. As the demon finishes cackling, Sebastian, you get to the top of the stairs.
oh, whew. Well, nobody was there to catch me.
Sebastian, you're alive!
Mr. Lobster, it seems that you forgot a very important part of this deal, and you have lost.
Says the Marquis de Gorilla. Yes, Lobster, Viscount Lobster. It seems indeed that you have lost your challenge. Seems like you threw that one.
I get it.
Nah, the frog says, "Well, this way I get to play my cards." Well, you've survived, mortal. Come, play cards with me.
I sit down at the table feeling a little defeated since I wanted a fair card game that I was just going to count cards in while everybody else had magic and tricks up their sleeve. And now I'm like, well, All right. So I get to deal.
I come get my immovable rod back from you, just in case.
I toss the rod back to you. So I'm going to have a second deck of cards on hand in case things don't go well.
Okay, so what deck of cards are you using?
I'm just going to use a regular deck of cards to start.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my playing card set proficiency to try to do some classic tricks here and get the hand in my favor.
Okay.
And so we're going to do Caspia Hold'em. And so I want to see how this goes until the last card gets flipped. And then maybe I'll see how it goes.
I don't have an actual deck of cards. Do you have an actual deck of cards on hand? No.
No, but
okay, so we'll abstract this one a bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Are you gonna deal fair?
I'm gonna count cards. I'm gonna try to deal unfair in my advantage.
Alrighty. So you're proficient with the deck of cards?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a check.
Is it just the dice roll plus proficiency?
Add your dexterity. You can. Okay. I'll put it this way. You can add your dexterity check, but if you make a successful deception check, I'll let you use your dexterity.
All right. I'm going to keep that roll that I just made because it was actually really good. So I'm going to roll my other d20 for the deception check.
Okay. And you are rolling with disadvantage because of your exhaustion, correct?
Even with the deck of cards?
Yeah, it's all ability checks.
Okay.
Yeah, the blood loss has made you lightheaded.
Damn. Okay, so I just rolled for the deck of cards.
Okay.
And I got, my lowest roll is actually a 15, plus my proficiency bonus is 5, plus, and then I have to roll deception to see if I can add my dex on top of that. So right now we're at 20.
Okay.
And I'll make a deception check with disadvantage. That one not so good. That's going to be 15.
The Earl of Frog says, he doesn't seem to notice. He actually, for this big ugly toad, doesn't seem like he has a good sense of actually following your deceptions as you stack the deck again.
So I stack the deck against him. So I can add my dex mod to that
your charisma
card,
mod to
or
that,
my charisma mod. So that's going to be 25.
Okay. You have thoroughly stacked this deck with that result. Like the cards are basically going to come down as you want them to. As you finish shuffling the cards, Frog says, "Let me cut them." Let me cut the cards. No, let him.
My dear Sir Frog, coming in here, I overheard you exclaiming very loudly how there was no point in playing a game unless you were able to cheat. So it is in my best interest that I can't let you cut the cards due to fairness.
Make a persuasion check.
Such honorable behavior.
Yeah, they're just.
That's going to be 26.
The Marquis de Grilla says, "A very reasonable request. He is the dealer. Very reasonable. Very well. Deal the cards, but in the interest of fairness, deal the hands face down first, and then see who plays which hand."
All right. So, are you saying that we're gonna deal 2 hands, and then he's gonna pick which hand he wants to play.
Yeah.
Or I hate that.
Ooh.
Deal them face down, and then the frog picks which of the 2 hands he'll play.
This is the poison cup thing. The poison cup game.
I don't know what to do.
I say it loudly.
I'm going to deal both hands. Okay, here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to deal both hands.
Okay.
But I'm going to slide a card in my sleeve that if he chooses... So, yeah, I'm gonna put the better hand in front of him and the worse hand in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to slide a card up my sleeve that if he doesn't pick the worse of the 2 hands and I go to pick up the worse one, I can slide the card out and turn it in my favor.
Okay. You've shuffled the cards. And so the cards are in the order you need them to be in to get a winning hand. So if you do that, you're going to need to pull a card at random. You have no assurance if it's going to be the card that you need.
Okay, then we're just going to have to play this one straight, and I'm going to put the worse hand in front of me and the better hand in front of him.
Straight face. Straight face.
The frog says,
I know that you counted the cards. I know that one of these hands is the guaranteed winner, and one of these hands is the guaranteed loser. I saw you doing it.
Very intelligent, Mr. Frog.
But the question is, which one of them is the good hand, and which one is the bad hand?
Oh, that is the question.
Would you put the bad hand in front of you in the hopes that I would pick that, knowing that you would normally put the good hand in front of yourself?
Or perhaps I knew that you knew that I counted cards, so I put the good hand in front of you, knowing that you most likely... I put the good hand in front of me, knowing that you would think that I put the good hand in front of you.
Yes, but I knew that you would deliberately try to confuse me with your charming banter so that I would be confused about which of the 2 ones I should pick.
Perhaps I knew how easily you would be confused, and therefore the better hand would obviously go in front of me, because with your confusion, you would just reliably go for the hand closest to you.
But you failed to consider that I am a very canny frog, and I do not get so easily confused.
Although Monty, as a dungeon master, actually forgets which one is the good hand and which one is the bad hand.
It's worked! The good hand is in front of him. The bad hand is in front of me. And I think we're going to keep doing this back and forth in hopes that I'm leaning him. Can I, I don't know, is there a deception involved here or something?
Yeah, give me a deception check.
Okay, all right, cool. I'm going to try to lean him
So the
towards...
good hand is in front of him.
Yes. So I'm finally it would only make sense with your great logic that you know, and I'm saying this to try to fool him, I'm that you know that I would try to give myself the good hand by putting it in front of myself, knowing that you would most likely, and I don't know, I'd say a bunch of stuff. Oh, thank you, dice. With disadvantage, I rolled a 20 and a 15, meaning that is going to be a 25.
You fool! Don't you know? You committed one of the classic blunder. Well, the classic blunder is never start a land war in Caspia. But the other classic blunder is never go in with a demon when your soul is on the line. I take that one.
And he picks the bad hand.
The way that I've rigged the deck is the bad hand is still I don't know, a 4 pair or something, but I gave myself a royal flush. It's one of those things that he pulls the hand and it's really good.
You see?
And he puts the cards down.
Excellent work, demon. but I had one better, and I flip my hand, and it's slightly better than his.
Inconceivable!
And I grab the deck, put it back in my pocket. Thanks, demons. I guess fair is fair. You can carry on with your game, and we'll be on our way.
Very well. Very well. We will not kill you, eat you, and take your souls, and you may pass through to the upper chambers.
Thank you. Carry on with your game. Ignore everything you hear up there. Don't even worry about it.
We never agreed to that.
No, that was part of the agreement. I said you're going to let us pass, and you won't bother us with anything that we're doing upstairs.
I don't remember that. But we'll keep playing our game.
If you come back here again, we will definitely eat you and kill you and eat your souls.
Very well. And I'm going to leave with my friends and shut the doors behind me.
Have fun upstairs.
Yes. Tell Veriza we all said hello.
Wait, what's his name? Marisa?
Veriza?
Yes.
As we head towards the stairs, I turn to the other two and I'm like, if you had just trusted me with the cards, we would have all been fine.
You're not allowed to pull that because we have explicitly said no gambling with our souls. It was the one thing we talked about before.
And I didn't gamble. I won.
Well, I mean, first you had to gamble, and then you won. Gambling
No,
comes before the winning.
That's what the
Gam-
gamblers say.
Gambling implies that I didn't have control over the situation the whole time. I mean, Veo, very clever. Pluto, you make me nervous. If anybody was gambling with their soul, it was you.
It's just lucky enough that I've seen that kind of thing in a bar. Like, I would have nothing else. I would have been demon food.
Not if you sat down to the card game.
Sebastian, I will always trust you when you say trust me.
But you didn't.
But I did. I sat there.
Okay, true, fair.
But I didn't think that you would play so easily with my heart.
Pluto,
And
I played
and
with your soul, not your
my
heart.
soul, my soul, my heart, my soul. And now we seek the next demon, and I feel tired. I am
Probably because I, drank your blood. I'm really sorry about that.
may have drank a bunch of
Yeah,
my
again,
blood.
that's
I
not
wanted
on
it to be
me.
beer.
That's not on me, Pluto. Veo made her own choices. I had everything figured out, and I would never, ever put you in harm's way.
Well, you head up the stairs to the next level of the castle. And as you head up the staircase, they march up to the second level of the royal apartments. And let's see what's up.
My soul. You gambled with my soul.
Okay, so you come up the stairs to the next level of the royal apartment. And as the three of you are heading up the stairs, this is the mid-level that Crowley looked at earlier with the various bedrooms on. And as you come up the stairs through a double doorway, you hear a rattling sound and a slithering noise as a large creature slithers out of one of the rooms. She is covered in plate armor and snake scales. Her lower body is the form of a snake, and her upper body is that of a six-armed woman, garbed in fully armored head to toe as a royal knight. And as you come up the stairs, She points her 6 arms, which each holds 6 swords, and she says, "Halt! In the name of the Regent! You will not go up these stairs further."
Veriza! Is that her name? I'm guessing.
Yeah. I think that's it.
It's Veriza, isn't it?
Yes! I heard you playing games with those idiots down below. You should know that they have no right to allow you passage here to see the Regent. And now you will die.
Oh.
Do you have the right to let us through?
Yes, in fact, I do. And I'm not going to give that right to you at all. I will give you the right to go up there in several pieces.
There's no Pluto.
Enough. And I draw Ignatius.
Very well. Roll for initiative.
Now we do it your way.
I do not suffer
Great.
the So initiative is an ability check, right?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Oh. Oh,
Because normally I
just rolled
get
doubles.
I get advantage. So
And do we know which way the demon is?
The stairs continue going up.
Oh.
Mhm.
So it's okay. Makes sense.
it dies. No more deals. No more tricks.
Yeah, I guess Veo, you probably wouldn't.
Probably not.
Okay,
Veo,
what,
get
what do
back!
we what do we got for initiative?
27.
Okay.
11.
21.
Okay. So, it's gonna be Veo. You're gonna be first on the draw with Paluto. Unfortunately, friend, you're gonna be going last.
Oh.
Wasted my crit on initiative.
All right, Veo, what do you do?
On it's my first attack. I'm gonna stay where I am. And I'm gonna take my 3 hits. Okay. And I get advantage because I have my temporary hit points still.
Okay.
Ooh.
22 to hit?
As the first arrow comes in, the creature begins spinning her blades and catches your arrow in her blades with an immaculately timed parry and sends the arrow flinging back towards you, getting a 22 versus your own AC.
That is a hit.
And how much damage does your attack deal?
Oh no.
Oh no!
No.
With all the
Fail.
dice!
She
Yeah,
just veiled
yeah.
herself.
Yep, all the dice.
And I get sneak attack on that, so...
Yeah.
And an extra d8.
Yeah.
Can she choose not to sneak attack?
Roll a
Is there
d6.
like a-
Roll a d6, Veo.
Roll a d6? Okay.
Like, when do you get to sneak
5?
attack? At what point do you get to choose to sneak attack?
I technically it's on a hit. So yeah, you don't have to sneak attack yourself.
Okay, good.
But everything else,
For the rest of it.
including the sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Especially the sharpshooter.
29 damage. Can I uncanny dodge my own shot back to me?
Yes.
Cool.
Amazing.
So that's what 14
Yep.
damage? Yeah, that was 22 is just enough to get my shield, so candy dodge it is.
Okay.
Okay. Can I bonus action hide up the stairs?
Yeah, do you want to go up the stairs or down the stairs?
Slightly up the stairs, enough where I could kind of peek around the corner if I needed to.
Okay, yep. So you move
Yeah.
up the stairs and hide. Okay.
Hide.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm like,
okay.
So you're not gonna fire any more shots.
No.
Okay.
I take a moment at my wounded pride of my own shot back at me. I'm like, I need a
Licking your
moment, guys. I need a moment.
After having the shot deflected back to you.
Veo, quick! Another volley!
All right, Sebastian, it's your turn.
You hear the mule from stairs.
I point my finger at the creature, and a beam of purple light shoots from my finger, hopefully hitting her. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on her.
Okay. Is this a saving throw?
Yeah, an intelligence saving throw, 18.
Okay. I have magic resistance. I get a 25.
Oh. Well then. Good intelligence. Okay, that doesn't work. So then I'm going to continue on with my plan anyway, and I'm going to quicken hold monster.
Okay.
That's going to be a wisdom saving throw of 18.
I get a 30.
Oh, it's strong.
My plan
it's strong.
went really well.
It's
I want,
strong.
I want you guys to know my plan worked flawlessly. I move back and nudge Pluto forward. I'm like, all right, bud, your turn. And I look up at her and I go, that was a warning shot.
Yours or mine?
Okay.
Both, Veo. Both were warning shots.
All right. Vazira slithers forward towards Peludo. And as she comes forward with all of her 6 blades drawn, but then immediately begins by lashing out with her tail, getting a 23 to hit with it.
It is a hit.
Okay. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled and restrained.
Ah!
And she uses this opportunity to pull you back into the hallway. And now she's going to make 6 attacks against you, all with advantage.
Uh-oh.
So that's a 28, a 27,
Hits.
a 23,
Hits.
a crit,
That hits.
a 20,
That hits.
You have a shield?
and a 20.
Hits. The
So
only
you-
thing is that I think I'm wearing my adamantium plate again, so the
Okay.
crit is so it's just six
So
solid blows.
So you get hit 6 times. Each hit does 13 damage. So that is a grand total of
78?
78 damage.
Woo! 78 damage. Ow! So
As she wraps around you and basically just starts slicing into you with each of her 6 blades.
You've got this, buddy.
okay, so I'm at a solid 38.
Oh my gosh.
There, we'll just do that. So the viewers at home can see here, I'll put that down there. So the viewers at home can see what we're working with.
Very well. Veo, it is your turn. You just
Oh wait,
see...
my turn.
Oh, yeah, Pluto, it's your turn. Sorry.
I might be almost dead. And that's it. I I go to attack the creature with disadvantage.
Okay.
So Ignatius is still drawn.
Ignatius drawn out. Demon, I shall banish thee back to the fiery pits.
And I will not let you live, demon. So with disadvantage, God, I love this sword. I get a 29 to hit.
That is a hit.
And so let's start with using first. I'm going to go for her top left arm, and I'm going to use disarming attack.
Ooh.
So she's going to take, oh yeah, baby, 12, 20. I haven't rolled some dice in a while. She's going to take 33 points of damage.
Nice.
20 of that is radiant.
Yep.
And then she has to make a DC 18 strength save.
I get a 13. Ow.
So she drops one of her swords.
Sword goes flying from her hands.
And she takes an extra 7 damage.
Okay.
Ignatius! And I swing again. This time I get a 17 to hit.
That is a miss. It
Okay.
bounces off her armored shell.
Round 3. Come on, baby. A 21 to hit.
As the blade comes down, she brings up 2 more of her swords and parries the blow and drives the attack back towards you.
Uh-oh. Can I? No, I can't repost that.
No.
I can't repost it because it has to be when a creature missed. No, I have nothing. So I hit myself with Ignatius.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no. 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 Come on, roll low.
Oh my god.
12, 13. 21 damage to my face. I rolled low. So I imagine Ignatius coming down, she blocks it, and I just, when you just, and it goes right into my leg. Ignatius! Son of a...
With that, it is now Veo's turn.
Okay, I get a little bit more courage and I peek back around the corner and I'm gonna take a shot at her while she's distracted by Pluto.
Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't come back at me. 21 to hit.
As she deflects the blow into Pluto, another 2 of her arms come up again and deflect the attack, and she sends it back at you.
And that's with the same 21?
Yep, 21 to hit you.
Shield.
Ooh, from your Ring of Spell Storing.
Yes.
All right. You block your own arrow as it comes back towards you.
I guess I will try again.
Okay.
Woo! 26 to hit.
That is a hit.
Oh, good. Here we go. Come here, dice. Come here. The advantage. I get my sneak attack. $36 damage.
Nice.
Every little bit helps.
And I guess I still get my bonus action. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Like, kind of go up around the stairs and hide.
Okay. Alrighty. With that, Sebastian, we're back to you.
Oh man, casting spells on this thing did not go well. I turn to Veo and Pluto and I go, actually, Pluto, how much health are you at?
So if you refer yourself to the battle map there, I have 17 HP.
Okay. I see a situation happening, and knowing that this thing's winding up to pummel Pluto again, I reach out my staff towards Pluto, and a spiral of shadowy tendrils start to wrap around him, and he turns into a giant... Would a T-Rex fit in this hallway?
Yes, but it would be stuck in the hallway, so attacks against it would have advantage, basically.
Would a giant ape fit into this hallway better?
No better, but like, yeah, no better than either would fit.
Would a...
Like, they're both gonna fit, they're just gonna be huge creatures, so, yeah. So, like, it's fine, you can do it. The only thing is they'll count the hallway as difficult ground. Like,
Can they still attack regularly?
Yeah, they can still attack. They just have to squeeze to fit in.
I make Pluto into an awkward fitting Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yay.
Alright.
So the tendrils start to wrap around you. Pluto, by this point, you're familiar with the sensation. And you're still in there, but like your own shadows and my shadows all start to converge into a shadowy T-Rex with glowing purple eyes.
Oh my.
And you're like crunched in this hallway.
Yeah.
Huge.
And I turn to Veo and I'm like, well, at least that makes it a...
I'm not even there. I'm hidden up the stairs.
I mean, I'm on the stairs. I can look up and see you. Hi, Veo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With that,
I'm like, we have a better meat shield now.
Oh, good.
And that's going to be my turn.
I'm gonna say that, yeah. So she can't grapple you anymore. So you're automatically released.
Yay!
Thank you, Sebastian. But all you hear is...
You're welcome, buddy.
Okay.
Hang in there.
I've actually confirmed with many scientists that that's exactly how a Tyrannosaurus Rex sounds. So if anyone in chat is wondering...
Perfect imitation.
Yeah.
All right. Well, in any case, let's see if she can slay a T-Rex. I don't have advantage anymore, but I think you only have an AC of 14.
13.
13.
Okay, 13. Okay, I actually do miss once.
Oh, what was that?
Yeah, I hit 5 times with the
Okay.
sword. But I'm missing one sword, so what I'm going to say is she can't like attack with her fists, so I'm gonna have to take one of those attacks off. Yeah, so she hits 4 times for a total of 52 points of damage on the T-Rex, and then she will tail slap the T-Rex, but that will actually be a miss.
Okay, so oh wow. Okay, so 52 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm gonna put it on the marker. So I got 84 HP. Oh my god.
What she will do though is she will then slither over here, around the door though, into the. So, yeah, Pluto, you will get an opportunity attack in that case
With my tail.
Yeah.
Be backwards in the hall.
So as she's trying to escape, the tail waving more like just waving like as reptilian tails do. It takes a swing at her. I get it's pretty good. A 25 to hit.
That does hit with the tail.
Woo. Okay. 18 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yes. And then,
That actually leaves her bloodied.
I'm your Tyrannosaurus pet.
Yeah, so Pluto,
I-
it is your turn.
I get down as close as I can to the ground. Like my big old rear legs like go in, so my knees are like scraping the roof, and I'm gonna like shuffle backwards like
Okay.
a cat that got stuck in a box and is like trying to get out.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna reach forward and lunge at her with my bite attack.
All right. So you're kind of in the corner here, like moving around over here.
So like I go down the hallway, like I back up like a car, like
Yeah.
a truck, like it's just like
Yeah.
back it up and then go for and then come at her with the teeth. Only getting an 18 to hit.
That is a hit. I'm gonna say because it's your mouth, it doesn't make sense that she would make you bite yourself because of like a T-Rex thing. So she will block it with her swords. So she blocks the hit, but I'm gonna say that because it doesn't. I don't see how a bite could turn around. Like
Do I bite?
Yeah,
I bite my lip.
Yeah,
You bite your tongue.
Yeah. So she does block it. I'll say that like she takes her swords and like basically holds your mouth open as it comes down. So it doesn't hit, but she does block it.
Okay. Darn it. And that is my because I get 2 attacks, but only 1 per target.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the ape would have been
Okay.
better, but T-Rex are fun.
Veo, it's your
T-Rex.
turn.
T-Rex.
I don't think there's anything I can do because I can't really get in the room, can I?
You could Pluto's friendly to you, so you can move through his spaces at half speed. And because he's a huge he's a huge creature squeezing, so you could move past him. It would be difficult, but not like it's not impossible. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use my feline agility
Mm-hmm.
to get over there.
Okay.
Get over here. I'm behind the T-Rex.
Okay.
Is that okay? A spot for hitting her?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll go back one. There we go. So I run straight across, like through his legs. I'm just like, let's try this again.
All right.
Come on, dice. Oh yes. 27 to hit.
It's a hit, and she can't parry that one.
That's a good hit.
That is a great hit. Come here, dices. Six. 34 damage.
Ugh. I wish I could parry that one. All right.
And yeah, I'll try another one.
All right.
I'll try another one.
What's the worst that can happen, right?
I
Right?
get hit with my own shot at least. Oh, yeah, no, I don't think I hit. 17.
Yeah, it's a full-on miss.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I run away.
All right. Sebastian, we're over to you.
I run and power slide under the T-Rex with my staff out as I slide across. And you know, I'm having bad luck casting spells at her, so I'm just going to use the staff to fire a magic missile at her.
Ooh. Ooh, interesting call. She can't block those ones. How many
That's
shots
what
are
I
you gonna
thought.
send?
Because it's in my staff, I actually don't think I can upcast it, can I?
I guess technically not. I guess technically the Staff of Power, yeah, you can upcast it. It just is one charge off of it.
So I guess it's, just going to be a first level. But hey, I'm hoping that she's pretty weak, and these she can't turn around on me.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going with. So, how do you rule Magic Missile? Do I roll 1d4 and that's for all of them, or do I roll it 3 times?
Roll it 3 times.
Okay.
Never
I'm actually just gonna roll. I'm gonna roll 3 different ones because I'm gonna use Empowered Spell to re-roll 2 of those.
Okay.
That's a little better. Magic Missile is plus one. Yeah, so that's going to be 13 damage.
All right. Every little bit counts, but she's still kicking.
Ah, nuts.
Anything else you want to do, Sebastian?
I finished my slide on the other side.
Okay. Well, in that case, what she is going to do is on the other side. Okay. She pretty.
Yeah, we're surrounded.
Surrender.
Mostly.
All right, she is gonna come right in there and just go all out because I can't get through your spaces to get to Sebastian. The squishy mage. That's
That
the
was the
one
plan.
weakness. I don't have any ranged attacks. Okay.
And I put a T-Rex
Unless
in
you-
between me and her.
Unless you
And
direct Veo's attacks against.
All right, 3 hits, and 2 more with the other 2 swords. So that's going to be a total of 65 points of damage.
Oh my god.
And then the tail slap comes in for another 15 points.
So 80?
80 damage.
Nice. I have 4 HP.
oh my god.
So close.
4 HP. The 4 HP T-Rex.
Oh man. Eat her.
So close.
And I only, it's up to you, Veo. I only get a 15
Only a 15.
to bite.
That's a miss.
Ludo.
No.
I gave you all the power in the world and you can't bite a snake. You're like stuck in the doorway, just like trying to bite her, but you can't fit into the room.
All right. Veo, it's your
Free
turn.
me. Free me from this prison.
How far can I go? Yeah, I guess I can go 25. All right. I come back. Poof. And I still have 10 hit points. So I'm going for it. Let's see. Oh, I crit!
There it is.
Veo.
Back in the game.
We rolling it? We're rolling it? I don't even know.
Can it be less than 30 damage?
If I use sneak attack, 4d6s plus 18 plus a d8. I don't
All right.
think so.
What happens? What happens? It's definitely a kill shot.
I aim right for her heart and I say, I hope you have a heart to shoot. And I let go.
The striking her in the heart, she collapses with the clamor of blades and metal from the critical strike heart. And you immediately see her begin to melt into demonic.
Should we save some of that in a vial?
I rush over and scoop some into a vial and seal it.
The precious goo.
Good job, guys.
Oh my gosh, Sebastian, you saved us. Well, I mean, Pluto technically saved us, but you saved us by turning Pluto into a T-Rex. We're gonna have to run away like
clutch.
cowards.
You know, I gotta say, I always know what I'm doing.
Pretty clutch.
Ah.
Pretty clutch.
And I release the polymorph, and like the shadows all kind of come back into my staff. And Pluto is laying on the floor with his mouth in the room and his butt out in the hallway.
Okay,
Do you need healing, Pluto?
I know what happened. And this doesn't just get you off the hook for the whole soul thing, but I have to say, you had me back there. Thank you. And
Always got your back, buddy.
oh man, I think I tasted snake.
Was it good?
I no.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, she fought back.
Do you need a healing potion?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I'm gonna drink some.
Well, as you guys figure out where your healing potions need to come from, I think that is an appropriate place for us to leave off for this evening, and we will continue and see what happens next time as we continue to explore Castle Drakken.
Wow. What a night.
Wow.
What?
What even is this game?
I can't. My heart can't take it. That was so good.
That was so scary.
So scary. Yeah, it's scary.
The best. The just throwing arrows back at Veo.
Yeah,
Guys,
I've never had someone hurt me like I hurt them.
little taste of your own medicine there, eh?
Ow.
I have an Ignatius wound in my upper thigh. It's deep.
Burn mark.
It's a deep cut. Yeah. Yeah.
Cauterized.
It's got like runes on it. It's got like a psalm or something. Like
I'm fine. Like that battle was great for me. On the other hand, though, the great thing about role-playing Sebastian Crow is I just make whatever choice is cool and go with it. So you're welcome, everybody, for whatever the heck happened in that first bit.
Well, a big thank you, as always, to our amazing cast, Kelly, Jill, and Joe, for playing tonight. Thank you all for lots of creativity there this evening.
Special thank you to Kyle for keeping things real behind the scenes and doing all the hard work that he does. Such a great guy. And a very special thank you to our dungeon master, Monty Martin, primarily tonight for letting me get away with whatever shenanigans I was trying to do there. I really wanted to have a cool poker scene, and I got it. And we also got to riff on some amazing movies. And so thank you very much for running such a great game and going with our crazy antics, as you always do.
Awesome. Lots of fun. Joe, tell us about the cool stuff we saw tonight.
In our games tonight, we use a variety of incredible assets produced by talented artists, and you can use them in your home games too. We encourage you to check out and support some of these amazing creators. We normally in our games we would use Dwarven Forge, but as you can see, we use the Roll20 for the virtual tabletop. We have some amazing cartography by Josh O, and player character artwork by Elizabeth Perot. We have the music by Tabletop Audio. Who else can we thank for some of these designs, Monty?
Well, if you like the maps tonight and you want to use Castle Drakken yourself in your own games, you can go to Drakkenheim.com and pick up a copy of Dungeons of Drakkenheim for your very self and run Castle Drakken, including all these fun characters that we saw here this evening. So the PDF of based on the first season of our live stream is currently available. If you back the Kickstarter, you can get it as well. You just have to log on through your BackerKit account. Check that all out.
Of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store, where you can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dudes shirts, including Shadows of Drakkenheim, as well as Yes, Troll Killer, etc. So check out bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch for your faves.
Our videos and live streams are made possible thanks to the incredible generosity of our Patreon supporters. If you enjoy the work that we do here on YouTube, please consider supporting us on Patreon by following the links in the description below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community that is exclusive for our patrons. You can join us on Discord and discuss all things D&D, all things role-playing games, as well as all things Drakkenheim. A lot of conversations in there about the upcoming Drakkenheim book. A lot of people already starting their own Drakkenheim campaigns. As well, if you are joining us on our Discord, you can partake in our monthly writers' rooms, where you help Monty and I come up with our scripts for future episodes, as well as submitting homebrew material for us to review in our monthly homebrew workshops. So all of that and more if you join our Patreon, and also a direct link to talk to Monty, myself, and Joe and Jill as well. Kyle's even in there sometimes, and you can talk to him. So, come hang out with all of us.
Callie and I also have new content every week on YouTube, so check it out at youtube.com/.
And be sure to join us next Tuesday when we record the campaign live on Twitch. You can check us out from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube or check us out as an audio-only podcast as well.
Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.